You passed this along to me recently, and I'm not sure if you were in mourning or if you were celebrating, but Hooters is
in between.
Hooters is in talks for potential bankruptcy in the coming months.
Oh no.
Well, Mike, that's kind of my question is, were you a regular to Hooters?
I don't know if I could say I was more so than the average guy, because the average guy at the time probably would have gone to Hooters more than I frequented it, or you. The average guy now, way more.
Okay, well, how often do you think that I went to Hooters?
Probably the same amount of times I went.
Which is?
Once or twice.
You mean a month or ever?
Ever.
Oh, yeah, I only went one time.
Oh, you only went one time? I think I went probably like 1, 2.
You can think of each time. That's
I think 4 times total, and one of those times was actually for a fantasy football draft.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I went one time with a old mutual acquaintance that shares your name.
Okay. I think I was there for one of those events. I don't know you were there. I think it was with a different group. He was there also with some other people that we kind of ran circles with.
This was just the two of us at Hooters.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was like, have you ever been to Hooters? And I said, no, it seems weird. And he was like, we're going to Hooters. And we went to Hooters, and it was weird, and I was uncomfortable. Because it was like, Hooters always like straddled the line between family restaurant and strip club.
Yeah, it did have a weird thing. It was the girls, their uniform and outfits were like friendly, but at the same time, it was friendly if you brought your family, and it was like cheesecakey, sort of.
Cheesecakey?
If you were just there with your buddies.
What do you mean cheesecakey?
I don't know how to. I mean, like they were
like cheesecakey mean?
Cheesecakey.
What the does that even mean?
Cheesecakey.
I thought it was uncomfortable. Like, I can't imagine being there with a family.
Well, if you were like a teenager in high school and you went to Hooters, you'd be like, "Oh, hi, yeah, I like a cheeseburger, man."
But I mean, I'd feel weird being 16 there with my mom.
Well, yeah, I don't know why your mom would take you to Hooters.
What's what I'm saying is, what family goes to Hooters together?
The few times I was at Hooters, I did see a few families.
I was with my family.
No, I'd never been with my family. I'd been there before with my brother once. And that was the extent of any type of family.
You're these classic Hooters girls.
See, those are some classic Hooters girls. That's the kind of Hooters girl you bring home to mom and dad at Thanksgiving and say, she's putting herself through nursing school, mom and dad.
So it's okay.
See, because it's more legitimate. See, the strippers, on the other hand, they're putting themselves through med school or law school. These ones, like, the story behind it is more like legitimate, where you'd be like, oh yeah, they're going to nursing school because, you know, they're not stripping, I hope, on the side.
Well, I'm wondering,
because they really didn't back that up.
Okay, I think. So here's the problem. So this is like 90s Hooters girls, right?
Late 80s, early 90s.
Late 80s, early 90s.
Look at that. No piercings, no tattoos, all of them attractive.
Okay, but there is sort of like that. Those haircuts give them sort of a girl next door quaintness to it. Mm-hmm. But then this is coming from the aughts, the 2000s.
Oh no!
This has got much more of a
college co-ed type of look to it,
like a smuttiness to it.
Yeah,
this is a lot more college fest than it is family friendly fest.
If you like what you see here on the outside, you're gonna love what you'll see on the inside.
It's also funny how like the Hooters waitresses wear like neutral like tights underneath the shorts. That was always weird because I was like when I was younger, I didn't know. Yeah, they're different shorts too. When I was younger and I went to Hooters, I was really confused by like why their legs were so shiny. I'm like, why are they so shiny and stuff like that?
Their legs so shiny.
Years later, I learned, they're wearing tights like they're female wrestlers.
Right. Oh, they got to be professional. You can't show that much skin around when you're waiting tables.
Yeah, below the waistline, you can't show that. You know, everything else, though, on the other hand. But these girls look the kind like you think of like, what was that? Girls Gone Wild, college co-ed, edition, stuff like that.
Yeah, this is a great place to bring your family.
Bring your Uncle Joe too.
Like, this does kind of look like someone's mom sitting here.
There's some mom jeans there.
Those jeans and the haircut.
Jeans. Yeah.
And then you got this pig. Jesus.
The man we all aspire to become. I've never been a fan of bar stools like that either. Like, I find them to be exceptionally uncomfortable. Like, you get off of those things and it's like, I feel like somebody who's trying to sodomize me with a rake handle.
Well, those are mostly just what kind of bar? It's
what kind of stools am I sat?
That's just a leg. You're just sitting on the leg at that point. Well, so like for a normal bar stool, when you're sitting at a bar, so you're saying if it doesn't have a back,
I'd like a back and a little bit of a cushion. These things look like
you're gonna get hemorrhoids.
Looks like something you put in like a photography studio. When you have somebody come in to do nude modeling.
Speaking of which, this is supposed to be from the 2000s, and I think it is, but because it's shot on film with this flash, it looks like it's from the
20
70s.
years older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks so much older.
It looks great, though. I love it. This is like, okay, this is all digital. It's like, somebody touched it up and stuff like that.
But so, yeah, I remember feeling guilty sitting at Hooters when this girl comes up, and it's me and Alex, different Alex, and I was like, oh, you don't have to wait on us. I feel guilty that you're waiting on us.
Like, why are you coming to us? I like the girl on the far right. I like her arms; they're pretty toned. I like that.
Are you like the? All right, let's get out of.
She's not bad looking, but these ones, these are the ones that are like friendly. You can have a nice conversation with. They probably know their order. They're going to bring you your food. They're going to check on you, make sure you're okay.
Hey kids, you want to do your dad a really big favor? Tell your mom you want to go to Hooters.
Okay, so this is Hogwarts. HogRockCafe2.com. Hooters 2000 Christmas party.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Is this like an office Christmas party?
Wow.
Look at this.
And this looks like it's at least 10 to 15 years older.
This is
is that what that one picture is from?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Who's this lady?
She should be working there.
Scandalous.
Is that Steve Ballmer?
Oh wait, no, this is actually the Windows 95 Christmas launch party.
Windows 2000 launch party.
Windows 2000 launch party. All right, so there's like the one girl that's really friendly with all of her coworkers.
Is she the only girl that works in the office? She is the only girl in the office. Oh, I thought that guy had a lung dart sticking out of his mouth. It's just his finger.
That was the woman that we were. It's
the one
that female. We were looking at, thinking, "Oh my god,
man, look at that! That's over a quarter of a century ago at this point." Dear Lord.
Oh wait, we finally so
find the one Hooters waitress.
Oh, look at this guy. Is that the same one? I think it is. Yeah, look at that shirt. It's the same gooner molesting all of the two women at the.
And then we go to Internet Historian. It was at that moment that both Brendan and Alex found the polo shirt.
What the are we looking at? What is this? This reminds me of like the old days of the internet where you just be like on some anime circle or like whatever they call it, anime ring, where you just click next and it would take you to a new anime site. And then you go to somebody's link page.
When was the last time this thing was updated? Oh, 2024.
Dirt's 75th
Drexel
birthday.
Sigma Pi. Drexel, like Drexel University? I wonder if this is like a fraternity thing.
Oh my God.
Phillies. I think Drexel's out in Pennsylvania. I think so.
Most valuable hog? It must be. Because you've got, there's Trump.
The Big Johnson Society.
Oh my God. This is incredible. Nixon voted out of Hogs Hall of Fame. This is, look at, there's a Pope in there. Which Pope is that?
OJ's there. Michael Jackson's in the background. Taylor Swift.
I see. Yeah. It's like
the Hulkster. Brother.
Okay, so it must be. It's some kind of.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God! It's giving me.
How do we join this group?
I was just saying, it's giving me anxiety looking at these people.
Are they taking on new members? I mean, I would think so because the current members are looking.
Well, it's Dirt's 75th birthday. I'm picturing them all having like really obnoxious like nicknames. So it's like Dirt and like Bojangles and Jim Beam or something. You know what I mean? It's all like, all right. Wait, Myrtle Beach. Oh, I was hoping
probably do something down there.
I was hoping it was going to be. Oh my God.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Oh God, look at that guy. Peak male. Peak male performance.
You may not think this is peak male physique, but it is. Hold on.
That guy in the back there that's got the loafers on. What are those, moccasins?
Hold on. There's an entire collection of Hooters pictures. Hooters 2002, Hooters 2001, Hooters 2001. What do we got? Oh my God.
Oh, we got
to censor this.
Got some cheeks to clap.
Oh my God. Okay, so aside from is this the girl? It must be somebody's wife. I don't know that I bring my wife to the like.
She can be anyone's wife that evening.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
There's like always one token wife that gets dragged into this shit. Oh my God.
There's a Hooters 2024. I'd like to see what that looks like.
Hooters 2024?
Yeah, at the very bottom.
Oh, hold on. Let me go back.
2020. Yeah.
2024.
Let me see what the state of Hooters is. Oh, gosh.
It's like a Christmas party.
They have to sit down because they can't stand up.
It's for Jesus' birthday.
Jesus, this is how Jesus is like, thanks, guys.
Do you think that's the? Do you think that's the one from 2003?
She's a little saggier now.
Do you know why our beer is so cold here at Hooters? Because we keep it in the refrigerator.
There's that girl, Party Girl's there again.
Party Girl.
In her, not Saint Nick. What's it called?
Mrs. Claus outfit.
But does Mrs. Claus have a first name?
Wilma
Claus?
Sure.
Okay. Wilma Claus.
I think in Santa Claus Comes to Town, I think they probably mention what her name is, and they kind of just, she doesn't have an official name.
So this is why people hate white men. Like, I'm just saying, looking at these photos.
This is how you celebrate your Windows patch updates now.
Is this what we're gonna look like?
I don't know. I hope to be the guy in the next picture in the burgundy shirt, who's a little bit more classy. And he'd be like, yes, when do we get to go home? Or look at this guy. Okay, down there, the next picture, there's a guy in the green shirt. He is rocking a backwards Kangol hat in the year 2024 or whatever.
No, this is 2006. It's still okay. It's time appropriate.
True. But he's not talking about how he was able to get a purple lightsaber and, a Revenge of the Sith.
But that's what you would be doing. You would be talking about purple lightsabers at this event. It's like a different time. How old do you think these guys are?
Oh, late 50s.
Well, that's what I mean.
Mid to late 50s.
That's not that far away
probably between mid 50s to mid 60s, depending on.
Look at this guy.
Look at that chach.
It's not even a Kangol hat. It's just some kind of backwards driving cap / beret, because this is even like a driving cap. It's very beret-esque.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Look at this dipshit.
Okay. Well, this has got like 25 guy cream pie vibes to it. It's like the after party.
How many hours is that going to take?
Anyhow. Oh, wait, I forgot. We were talking about Hooters.
So, yeah, we're still talking about Hooters. So, basically, the thing about Hooters is that there's potential bankruptcy coming in. I'm wondering if it's going to be a restructuring type of bankruptcy, which allows them to be able to leverage any type of outstanding debts. They're probably going to have to close some of the underperforming restaurants across the country, which I think they're around like between 250 to 300 restaurants nationwide. But I think a lot of their stores have closed within definitely the last 5 years because of COVID, but then probably even going back further to that. We had one here in town, and I think that one didn't see the light of day. I think that probably closed around 2015, 16, something like that. I never really heard a lot of people go into that one because, if you're going to have anybody working there, it's probably going to be, I don't even think college students were working there, which would kind of be the go-to for them. But
that'd be too. That you don't want to live in a college town and work at the Hooters. That's like living in a college town and working at a strip club, and your classmates come in.
Yeah, we have one of those too. There's only one.
Well, I was like, what the hell is that music?
Is it the webpage?
Yeah, I was trying to find another article, and it's bankruptcy filing for Hooters, because that other article wasn't loading. It was like one of those you have to pay to read.
I hate that stuff. There has been talk about how over the past probably 10, 20 years, there's been a bunch of like Hooters competitors that have come up against it and kind of faltered and went away. But there's also been more successful ones. There was one called Tilted Kilt, which was kind of growing for a period of time, but I think they're down to like 6 or 7 restaurants nationwide. One of the better performing competitors is a chain called Twin Peaks, which the girls, if you look up their website, the best way I can describe them is that they are basically Hooters girls, but they're wearing lumberjack clothing.
It's
and
funny.
I think supposedly the food there is actually better. I think they're better in terms of service, food quality, environment more so. I mean, it's still kind of like these kind of restaurants were the precursor to the current day, like sports bars that you have now, like Buffalo Wild Wings. So, the uniqueness that they had at one point kind of has become passé.
Well, I also just
déclassé. So.
Yeah, I'd say more that people feel it's exploitative and sexist more so. There's no like wink wink to it the way that there used to be, where everyone was like, haha, I'm gonna go to Hooters.
Wink wink, nudge,
and it
nudge,
has
yeah.
It's an owl. Now everyone's kind of like, eh.
Yeah. Although there's this place called Twin Peaks.
I know, but I mean, how successful are they really? It's funny because in the early days of this place, because you look at it from the outside, and it doesn't really come across as anything questionable.
Crass, yeah.
As a big fan of David Lynch, R.I.P., and the series Twin Peaks, my mom thought this was like a pop-up like
Twin Peaks store
based on the TV show, and she was like, Brenda, did you hear about that Twin Peaks place? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, you should go try it out with your friends. And I was like, why? And she was like, don't you like that show? And I was like, Mom, oh no. It's not. Mommy, no, Mommy. So yeah. I have never been to Twin Peaks. There actually is one very close to me now. And but it's a bar focused or a beer focused bar. They have like 25 bars on tap, beer really isn't my thing, even though I'm drinking a beer right now.
What kind are you drinking right now?
I'm drinking a
Heilman Old Style?
A Sapporo.
Oh.
It was on sale.
Very nice.
A 12-pack was the same price of... 12-pack of Sapporo was the same price as a 6-pack of... what's it called? What's the beer I usually get? Asahi. So...
Dang.
Because it's like $12 for a 6-pack of Asahi versus $12 for a 12-pack of Sapporo.
This man knows his economics.
Thank you. Me good at maths.
Me good at math. Even though we both know how good you and I both are.
I was terrible at math. It was the worst thing in the world. Barely got through that.
Yeah.
Well, count on my fingers. Speaking of being at restaurants, I'm always like counting on my fingers. I'm just happy now they just give me a button. It's like those little things to check out on the table. Mm-hmm. And now it's like it just says 10%, 15%, 20%, or really it says 15, 20, 22. I feel like is what I see often.
Yeah, I've seen like 18, 20, 22.
Well, that's... Yeah. It's funny because if they would do 18, 20, 25, I would do the 25. I know, sorry. Yeah. But they don't. They make 22 easier, and I'm not going to hit the fabled custom tip button. I stay away from.
Let me take a look here. How many pennies do I have?
Because then I'm like, okay, so 10% of $30 is 3, so 20% would be 6. Yeah, so that's what I do.
Yeah, I've also noticed. I've been to a few places now. We've noticed where there's like a cash amount and then there's like a credit amount, like a card amount, and the difference happens to be because they are offloading the service. Transaction fee for the card. Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of like when you go to the gas station, there's like the easy pay, and then there's like the credit price that kind of flashes back and forth.
Yeah, I know. I see the pay cash or pay credit and different fees.
Yeah.
Where are you seeing that though? I haven't seen that in any.
We went to a restaurant yesterday. I've seen it before at a couple of places, and more recently was last night because we went out to eat, and my wife was like, this is a weird thing. Why would they have that? I'm like, oh, it's that thing.
Is it at the diner? Not the diner, the local place that...
No.
Okay.
No. Huh. No, this is a different place.
Gotcha. Well...
yeah, but like I was saying, like, Hooters, it was a cultural thing probably more in the 90s, definitely in the 90s. Once you were getting into the 2000s and 2010s, it kind of lost its appeal. They had that airline... Hooters Air that tried to do that stuff, and it didn't really appeal.
Really? So. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, they ran an airline. I don't know where the routes flew from, but that's a whole, that could be a whole website all devoted to itself.
Maybe they
had a NASCAR team too.
What was the name? Maybe for Dirt's 80th birthday, they can. Post the pictures from
if he makes it there.
Hooters airline trips.
Yeah. But it's it'll be interesting. I mean, I think that if they kind of do a restructuring, and also I think on the ground level in the restaurants themselves, because people were saying that the biggest issue, the one thing people used to go there for was the wings, but now that the wings have kind of been outdone by a whole bunch of other places, the food quality is also they just need to do a total top to bottom, cleaning of the house, to be honest. I do remember, I think there was some issue back in the late 90s, early 2000s. There was some lawsuit where they weren't hiring male waitresses.
Right.
Or something like that. That was another interesting thing. But
well, I mean, that's what I mean, because nobody would want, if you're going to Hooters... God, what a different era this was.
Oh, there was also, I think there was a restaurant, I don't know if there was a chain, but I know there was one that was called Tallywhackers. And you can imagine what the eye candy there was.
It was dudes?
I believe so, yeah. In short shorts.
Well, was it a gay bar or a gay restaurant? No, women don't want that.
I feel like that was probably that.
I feel like that was, it was. Tallywhackers, Dallas's Hooters for gay men.
Ooh.
Because in general...
Let's hear it for the boys.
In general, men aren't going, or women aren't going to be going to a restaurant to see dudes, although...
They'd rather be going to Hooters.
Come on. Okay, hold on. Sorry. This is not this is not Scream feminine forward to female forward to
I
me.
want to know what the lunch special entails. What's the lunch? Got a foot-long polar sausage. Yikes.
Look at this guy's haircut. What's going on?
Somebody got a little too much pomade.
It's very, very Pride Parade vibes. Oh my God.
Brought to you by JP Morgan Chase.
God, look at the... Yes, this is the stuff. You're like walking through Boys Town. It's like the signs that are outside the gay clubs. It's like, come on. This isn't... Also, if I was this guy, I would be kind of annoyed that I was on the poster with these other two. This
Somebody
guy looks
skipped arm day.
He just looks like, he's got a good body, but it's kind of like on the more
compared to the other
side.
two.
Yeah. It's on the more, it's like, come on, this is like two men.
Compared to us, it's a lot better.
It's like the 17-year-old high school kid that got thrown up. He plays a lot of soccer.
Yeah. I'm trying to, I got accepted to Georgetown. I'm going to go there. I need some money.
Well, I'm glad that you remember Tallywhackers.
Yeah, Tallywhackers. I heard
I
that
personally
story.
have never heard of this before. This is all new information to me.
Honey. But yeah, it's Hooters. If you got to experience it, if you still have the chance to experience it, I would caution you because the food's probably not going to be great if you go there. But it's more of a environmental type of thing, and you might walk in there on somebody's 75th birthday. So